I think what brands need to do, because it's funny. I was kind of going back. Shout out to homie Russ, because me and him go back and forth on social media. Whenever we talk about things like this, is because they'll be quick to say, oh, that was the '90s and we're from the '90s, and now the athletes want to do this. But it's like, yo, y'all got to do your part as far as helping to sell the shoe. Like, if you're wearing nothing but PEs and you're not wearing the shit that you're releasing to us, that's not helping as far as the marketing. Because now I want the shit you wearing.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, fuck this other shit. I want that shit. Because, I mean, first of all, a lot of PEs be way better than the general releases.
100%.
Right? And then on top of that, it's like, you're not even wearing this shit, so why would I want to wear it?
Message.
Like, this is a LeBron. LeBron's not even wearing the LeBrons. I mean, he's wearing LeBrons, but like his special version of it, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just like with Jordan, it's like, and that's why there's always been a connection. Think about it. When the Last Dance came out and they showed, obviously his career and stuff, people went back and gone after those shoes. There's a reason why the OG colorways that Jordan actually wore do a hell of a lot better than some of the retros or different colors. Because there is still this connection to Michael Jordan, the player, and what he wore on the court, because those shoes kind of create that nostalgia. Because you can look at a white cement 3 and be like, okay, he did X, Y, and Z in these shoes. You could look at a black infrared 6 and say, okay, he won his first championship in these shoes. So they almost become like time capsules,
right,
of his career,
right.
And it's like, and that creates this connection to those moments for us, the consumer. Whereas if you just dropping PEs, it's like there's not really a connection other than this may or may not be a dope colorway, right? And so I think they need to take that into more of an account when, and I think the players too, because I think, players like LeBron, I'm pretty sure have power as far as what shoes do or do not make it to market. And I would tell that to the players like, yo, y'all want this shit to sell, you need to wear these.
Well, that's why I said, at least early in his career, felt like even the PEs that he did wear, those came out.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
But he would at least still wear like you knew, what is it? When he was in Cleveland, LeBron, I think it's the LeBron 4, the white navy pair.
Yeah.
Like I again, like what you were saying, there's a connection. You remember seeing that player wear that shoe.
Yeah.
Felt like exactly what you're saying. Like now, it's very PE heavy.
Yeah, I mean, because the whole retro, think about it. Retros are based on what? Nostalgia. What is this nostalgia based on other than maybe a moment in sneaker culture? Like, like the Undefeated 4s that dropped. Like, that was a moment. But even that's not enough sometimes because like, you think about like the shattered backboard. I just feel like some shoes are just a product of their time and you can't recreate that moment. Just the perfect time, perfect place. Like the Galaxies.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, the Galaxy phones. Like, yeah, they did well, but I think that was more so because people like me were dying to have them. But that doesn't mean that this generation looked at them the same way that I looked at them.
Right. Well, but that's like, you could say that with, that time period, all of the phone posits that were coming out.
Yeah.
If they were to re-release probably 80% of those now.
Yeah.
Because we're not in that, like we're not in that time period anymore. Yeah. I don't see those shoes doing well.
Yeah.
This time around.
Yeah. But I think as an athlete, those moments are created on the court or on the field, wherever, And so I think they need to be more cognizant of that, like creating those moments, because that's going to be the thing that continues to give it life. Because even when you retire, people are going to be like yearning for your highlights and yearning to know what it was like, you know what I'm saying? So that shoe becomes that, once again, that tangible connection.
Yeah.
To that. And if you don't have that, then it's just a shoe.
Yeah. That's like how I feel. Like we said it, like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with his shoe. The pair that he had, that he won his first NBA championship, and maybe first or so far only, but he won the finals in that. It would have been great if there could have been a little follow through from the brand to say, maybe come the beginning of the NBA season, hey, here's a shoe that he won.
Like when they raised the banner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like ring ceremony. You know what I mean?
There you go.
But
missed opportunities. But see, my whole thing is And once again, granted, the 90s was a different time. This is before the internet. So it was a different time. But still, like, Michael wore the infrared sixes for his first championship. So they were going, like, there was no missed opportunity because he's wearing a shoe that was going to release, right? It wasn't some special PE that may or may not come to fruition. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so when they released, once again, here's a tangible connection to that first championship.
Right.
As opposed to, will these come out? And if they do, will they release them at the right time to catch fire? You know what I'm saying? Because the right time would have been either during the finals or, like you said, during the ring ceremony.
Those are the decisions that I kind of just sit around. I'm like, did we not think this all the way through?
Like 20 colorways of a shoe too. Like, that kind of waters it down a little bit to me. You know, like, I don't feel like there needs to be 20 colorways of a sneaker. I get it. You're trying to make the most out of this, but I feel like,
yeah, but think about how much that cost though too.
But I think you kind of kill the retro because now it's like, instead of saving that color for maybe a retro colorway, like now it's just like you kind of just blew your load.
What?
Like, it's just like all these things now. Like, I mean, in so many words.
Did that have to be the analogy?
I mean, I can't think of anything else. It was right there. I don't know. I just kind of feel like,
I hope it wasn't right there.
Pause.
Wow.
But no, I just think that like, say something for the retros. Because I mean, because a player like LeBron, right? You know there's gonna be retros. Like, he warrants it, right?
We would hope.
Yeah, I mean, if they can.
Well, they already have.
Yeah, right, exactly. So I mean, so it's like, all right, say some more colorways when you decide to retro, to kind of give it more life or whatever.
But I also feel like there's always stories or ways in which they can tell stories or ways that they can sell it, right? Like, I mean, the South Beach colorway.
Yeah.
The whole like Miami Vice look with the teal and the pink.
Yeah.
That was a first.
Yeah.
And it blew up. Well, okay, it's like, well, you can always lean back on that. And you can, anytime you release a LeBron shoe, like it's almost like that could then become like a signature colorway,
Oh yeah, I mean, and it ended up being that,
yeah,
because they did try to, like, they continued in the LeBron line with new signature shoes. And to your point, yeah, they could do that, but like not every colorway is going to have that same impact,
right?
And so you can't bank on that necessarily. And so I don't know. I just think that we've gotten, as far as signature shoes, I think we've just gotten so far and away from what make them special. Because there's a reason why, like, Jordan's, the dude ain't played in what, I think his last year was like 03. So it's been like, what, 22 years or something like that? Like, and it's still the #1 seller. Like, I think that has a lot to do with all the things we just discussed. So I think the athletes and the designers may want to take that into consideration.
He ain't lying.